Dear student, initially on behalf of Dr. Ghali College Gadinglas, I welcome you in the second year of 3-year integral science course. Before I can start to this session of Introduction to Statistics syllabi, I hope you all are safe and doing well. Friends, it is necessary to you at this stage to select any 3 subjects out of your 4 subjects which you have selected in the previous year, that is in the first year. Before that, you need to plan for the career. I mean, in which subject you are interested in making your career. For this purpose, you need to identify the parameters of career selection. Once you finalize the path of career, that means in which subject you are interested in making your career, then it becomes easy for you to choose the subject. Friends, as I said earlier, that select any 3 subjects out of your previous year optional subjects. There is no English course this year, but you have to study environmental studies course for this year. When it comes to the structure of BSc 2 course, this course consists of in all 900 marks, that is 300 marks for each 3 subjects that you have selected. This year, each subject carries 300 marks, 200 marks for theory and 100 marks for practical session. As practical component of assessment carries 100 marks, there will be 2 days practical for each subject. That means each day there is a practical session of one of the subject that you have selected. When it comes to the statistics course is concerned, this year BSc 2 statistics course is for 300 marks. That is 200 marks for theory and 100 marks are for practical. As there are 4 papers for this year and it is divided into 2 semesters. That is, in semester 3, you need to learn 2 papers, and in semester 4, again there are 2 papers. Semester 3 consists of paper 5 and 6, and semester 4 consists of paper 7 and paper 8. The title of paper number 5 is Probability Distributions Part 1, and the title of paper number 6 is Statistical Methods Part 1. And for the next semester, there is a paper number 7, Probability Distributions 2, and paper number 8, Statistical Methods Part 2. And for practical, there are again 2 papers. As you have completed paper 1 in previous year, so in this year there are 2 papers, paper number 2 and paper number 3, and that is for practical. So paper number 2 is for 50 marks and paper number 3 is for again 50 marks. So in all there are 100 marks. So paper number 2 in statistics is totally devoted to the fitting and model sampling of discrete and continuous distributions. And when it comes to the paper number 3, it deals with statistical methods. So the nature of question paper is same as previous. So, and this is same for paper number 5, 6, 7 and 8. So there are in all 3 questions. So the first question is multiple choice questions. So there are 10 marks which is allotted for multiple choice questions, and you need to attempt all these 10 questions. Each question carries 1 mark. So there are total 10 marks for question number 1. So when it comes to the question number 2, it is a broad type of questions, and 3 questions are asked and a student has to solve 2 questions. Each question carries 10 marks. So the total number of marks are 20. And for the last question, that is question number 3, so this question is related with short questions. So there are 6 questions are asked and a student has to attempt 4 questions. Each question carries 5 marks. So that is the total marks are 20. So it means that question number 1 carries 10 marks, question number 2 carries 20 marks, question number 3 carries 20 marks. So total number of marks are 50. Paper number 5 is probability distributions part 1. This paper consists of 2 units, and each unit is again subdivided into 2 subunits. Unit number 1, subunit number 1.1 is related with some standard discrete probability distributions. And in this standard discrete probability distributions, you need to study 3 discrete probability distributions which are based on sample space. So one is a Poisson distribution, the another one is a discrete distribution, and the third one is a negative binomial distributions. These 3 distributions are based on countably infinite sample space. As you are aware of the fact that a sample space is either discrete or continuous. A discrete sample space is a sample space which is either finite or countably infinite, and the continuous sample space is uncountably infinite sample space. These 3 distributions plays an important role in the literature of statistics, and also these are very useful in research methodology. The second subunit is related with continuous univariate distribution. Friends, last year you have studied discrete univariate distributions, how to calculate mean, variance, mode, and all these things that you have studied in the previous year. This year you need to learn continuous univariate distributions. So this is the extension of univariate distributions that you have studied in the previous year. That is discrete distribution, you know. Now you need to study continuous univariate distributions. Friends, unit number 2 is again divided into 2 subunits. Subunit number 2.1 is related with continuous bivariate distributions. Friends, as you are aware of the fact that the distributions are either univariate or bivariate. Univariate distributions are those distributions which we are interested in studying on only one variable, whereas in bivariate distribution we are dealing with 2 variables. For example, for a person, either we are interested in understanding what is the role of weight and height. For an individual, we are dealing with both the variables, that is, one is a weight of a person and another one is a height of a person. So we are interested in understanding the combined effect of both the variables. In previously we are studied only related with one variable. That is, suppose we are interested in weight of a person, then we have studied how to calculate weight of a person, how to calculate mean, averages, central tendency related with weight. measures of dispersion, that is standard deviation, coefficient of variation, quartile deviation, all these things that we have studied previously. But this year we are interested in understanding bivariate distributions. So in bivariate distribution, suppose there is one variable x and another variable is y. So we are interested in understanding the joint effect of both x and y in continuous bivariate distributions. And friends, second unit, that is 2.2, is related with transformation of continuous random variable. Friends, the last subunit, that is 2.2, is related with transformation of continuous random variable. So there are three ways of transforming a continuous random variable. So one method that you have either studied in the previous year or in the 11th or 12th standard is Jacobian of transformation. So that is one method of transforming a random variable. Another method is based on distribution function, and the third method is based on moment generating function method. We will discuss all these units in the next coming semesters. Paper number 6 is related with statistical methods, part 1. This paper consists of 2 units, and each unit is subdivided into 2 subunits as like paper number 5. Subunit number 1.1 is multiple linear regression. Subunit number 1.2 is multiple and partial correlation. Subunit number 2.1 is sampling theory, and the last subunit is related with demography. Friends, first unit is the extension of correlation theory that you have studied previously. Correlation is the relation between two variables. So relation in the sense either they are moving together in the same direction or they are moving opposite direction. So the correlation may be positive, it may be negative. So positive correlation is either may be a perfect, it may be a linear relationship, it may be a curvilinear relationship. So there are various types of correlation that you have studied previously. So this year in statistical methods, we need to go further and understand what is actually meant by multiple and partial correlation. Friends, multiple correlation is the correlation between more than two variables. Simple correlation is the correlation between two variables. So if there is a increase in income, so there is an increase in expenditure. Both income and expenditure are moving together. If you take another example of price of a commodity and its demand. Friends, you know that if we increase the price of a commodity, normally the demand for the commodity decreases. So as one increases, another one decreases. This is called negative correlationship. So if you deal with only two variables, it is known as a simple correlationship. Suppose if we add one more variable, if we are dealing with three variables, it comes to the multiple correlation. In multiple correlation, the correlationship will exist for more than two variables. We will discuss these things in the coming session. So say unit number 2 is a sampling theory and a demography. Sampling theory and demography comes under applied statistics. These are the papers and the corresponding units for this semester. We will discuss all these units thoroughly in the coming session. So you stay at home, stay safe. Thank you.